How's it going, everybody? So, today I want to do something special. This is my 100 plus subscriber video. This is for you guys. Now, to make, to do a short version of this for those of you that don't want to sit through the whole thing, because it's going to be probably a little longer than normal. We're going to do kind of a let's play session on a couple games I really enjoy. And while we're playing through these games, I'm going to tell you guys who I am and why retro gaming and these retro handhelds are important to me. Why all this stuff is important to me. Okay, there's a whole story behind it. So for those of you that want to just cut to the chase, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it, and I'm going to stay as active and reply to everybody and do everything I can for the people that spend their time watching me. So I appreciate you being here. You take time out of your day to watch my bullshit, so thank you. Now, for those of you that want to stay and watch this, we're going to get into it right now. For those of you that want to leave, thank you. See you in the next one. I don't blame you for just, watching the first 2 minutes and getting up out of there. Even if you skip through a bunch of it. It's not like I have chapters set up or anything, so it's not, you can't do that. But I want to go over a lot with you guys. Now, like I said, I want to explain who I am and why this is important to me. And we're going to do that while gaming. So let's get into it right now. Now, in front of me, I have a bunch of stuff laid out. I was kind of unsure this morning of what I wanted to take. I probably spent, a good 20 minutes looking at all my handhelds. I picked up the A30, I picked up the RGB 20SX, the V10, the GKD Pixel, the GKD Mini Plus Pro Classic Plus Pro Classic thing. I looked at everything, I grabbed my DS, I grabbed the fucking GBA SP hinged, I grabbed the Loki, which is actually under maintenance, I grabbed the Flip DS. I just went through them all, and I really couldn't land on anything. So, I went with a couple of the classics. I have my Panic Playdate sitting over here. It's charging, so we'll pick that up later. This little guy, I just keep with me. This little mini Game Boy here, I think it's probably, of course it's 3D printed and not manufacturer quality, but it's great. I love this little guy. I carry it with me. I like the novelty of it. I mean, it's very, very impractical. It's unusable almost. You can play a little RPG game, so if you want to play like the old Pokemon games, Red and Blue, you absolutely can on this. So, but I just like having it. It fits in any pocket, and if I ever really had time to kill and needed something to get my attention, well, you see that? I keep having like a little hair pop up. Anyway, and get my attention, or just find myself in a situation where I'm waiting somewhere, this right in the pocket every time. So appreciate that. And my sponsor, who is my best friend and my brother. Now, mind you, let me be very clear, we're not blood related, but he is my brother in the truest form. Love him to death. When I talk to him on this channel, I want to kind of quit saying my sponsor. He goes by the nickname of Dub, D-U-B. So I'll start, if I say, something to Dub, that's who I'm talking to, the sponsor. And Dub, thank you for this. I know you didn't think it was much. I know you just got it for me because you seen it and thought it was cool, but I do carry this with me, man. This is almost always in my bag, or always at my office, or always in my pocket of some form. So, love this. All right. So before we jump into something newer, let's jump over here. Now, me and my brother, Dub, our sponsor, we like to get each other stuff for like Christmas, birthdays, you know what I mean? It's a long story there. A lot of times people like me and him grew up just kind of solo in that area. So now that we're, you know, full-blown adults and got lives to live and all this stuff, we like to do things for each other. He's a huge Mega Man fan. Okay. So I like to get him Mega Man themed stuff. I got him an analog pocket case, a 3D printed case, and I got it in like dark blue and light blue for Mega Man colors, to find out later that the 3D print shop I used actually has, for like $10 more, a custom logo option. And I could have, yeah, anyway, still upset about that. He got me this decal set for the analog pocket. Now, as I said, he's into Mega Man, I'm into Metal Gear. So he gets me all kinds of Metal Gear stuff, and I love it, okay? And he drives this big black Tundra, and it has the Diamond Dogs logo on it. I drive a smaller GMC, and I kind of want to get like the Outer Heaven logo. If you've ever noticed in the background, my monitor has the Outer Heaven logo. Anyway, so he got me this decal. You know, he picked the design of it and had it made. And this picture right here of Gray Fox used to be my desktop background. I used to use this picture for everything, long time ago. So, and then on the back, we get the Metal Gear screen right there. I love that. So, this was amazing. I got him Mega Man stuff for his 35XX SP. He's got Mega Man stickers and buttons. And, anyway. So let's do a Let's Play real quick, guys. This right here is Lufia, The Legend Returns for Game Boy Color. I've shown this game a few times in the past, just briefly. And I've always said it was a little ahead of its time. And it really is. So I'm going to run through a bunch of this. I'm not going to sit here and like really go through the story. I know in most Let's Plays, they sit there and they read out the story. But I want to get into the meat of it because I do have a save file way ahead of this. So, one thing about this game is it has randomized dungeons. It's all random. Now, being it is Game Boy Color, it's not. I mean, it's randomized to a degree, I guess. So you might see a couple patterns reemerge. Another thing about this game is there is stuff hidden everywhere. I mean, you practically have to walk around and check. Like, I just picked up a revive from that fountain. You have to walk around and check almost everything in every town. Because, see, bam, potion found. When you're in houses, when you're in churches, there's things hidden in the pew. There's stuff everywhere. And you just never know where you're going to find it. Let's see if I can't find anything else. I used to remember where everything was. Oh, there we go. See what I'm saying? So that right there kind of keeps you engaged. Now, oh, let's see. Is this where I'm supposed to go? Wants me to come eat. Would you like to have dinner with us? Hell yeah, I want to have dinner. Got me a dagger. Now, this game also has a very unique battle system. Oh, that's magic. There you go, quit menu. Weapon. Okay, yep, equip it to him. So, I don't know if we can see it in this screen. I don't think so. Oh, that's the map. Anyway, so like I said, it has a unique system where you're going to have, I think it's like 9 characters at once. And it's the way you lay them out. They're done in a grid. So you get a square and you've got 3 people across the front, three people across the front, I believe, and 3 or 4 people in a row back. And where you place everybody matters because they have different skills. And there's different categories, and they have little points in the categories. So when you line them up, it kind of adds them together and multiplies it. And that's how you unlock skills. different magic abilities, spells, all that stuff. Now, there's also something with it, like if you die, you want somebody right behind you so they can take your spot. If you don't have anybody in that position, well, then it's game over, I believe. I'm probably not gonna get far enough for you to see that, but I do want to get to the dungeon. See if I can get that much done. I feel like I'm in a hurry, but I did tell you guys this is gonna be a longer video. And if you've never played the Lufia games, you're missing out. Lufia 2 on Super Nintendo is one of my favorite games. Okay, so here it is. I guess it's 3x3. So you can see I'm up here in the upper left corner. So the next two people I put to my right, they'll be front line and fighting. And then behind me, I can put other people. And here's your other stuff. You can see like health, magic, all that good crap. Anyway, so do some quick fighting. So one thing you should know about me in RPGs, I don't like not being able to see my character. I can't stand it. Also, every Lufia, I believe, has a little training thing. Honestly, I don't think I'm even going to get far enough in it to show you the dungeon, because I don't remember everything I'm supposed to be doing. Which I guess I would know if I paid attention. Well, my camera's all fading in and out while this is going all fuzzy. Oh, that's right. I had to do that. And then now this guy, I wish my camera would focus. This a-hole's gonna just zap the town because he wants to destroy everything. D-bag. But guys, you don't watch movies or play games for the good guy. The bad guy's who makes the story. There it is. Everything's destroyed. My daughter. No, I'll go. I'll save her. Of course. Runs into the fire. Comes back out with child. There we go. Anyway, like I said, I'm probably going to get far enough to actually show you everything I want to show you. I'll probably have to find the console where I have my further save file and show you the actual layout of everything. Downfall of having so many handhelds is sometimes I can't remember what handheld I was playing on. So I see my camera keeps trying to focus on the reflection of me in the background. So now something I do want to talk about with you guys is the way I review stuff. Now I know there's reviewers out there. They go over, pixel density, how many nits of brightness on the screen, dome switch, rubber membrane, buttons. They go over every little tech spec they have. They normally have a sheet in front of them. They put it up on the screen right here. If you want, I'll write some shit on a post-it note and hold it right here for you. But I don't review that way. Okay? Chances are, if I show you a handheld that you're into, you're gonna go look it up, and it's gonna have a tech spec sheet on the side for you, so you're gonna be able to see all that. I would rather show you the real world application of it, how I'm using it, how it feels, and give you that kind of a review of, how comfortable is it, how long can I play on it. Honestly, I kind of want to do more with battery. I always forget to go over battery with you guys and how long I can get out of a game. Anyway, I'll get better at that. And I'm not trying to badmouth the other reviewers out there that do this. They're great. I got into this and I was watching their videos. Retro Game Core. I've damn near learned everything from Retro Game Core. So I still watch his videos. So I'm not trying to badmouth them. But I do, over time, watching their videos and watching them review handhelds, there was a couple segments they would go over where I was like, I mean, that's cool, but what the hell does that mean to me? What am I going to do with that info? Okay, now, let me be clear. I have the same tools a lot of these guys have because I do, I work in the tech space for a living. So, if you really want to know button sizes, I can break this out. I can go to the handheld and be like, okay, let's see, this is, however many inches. Sorry, the battery's dead in this. So I guess I can't do it right now if I wanted to. But I could do that. But what the hell are you going to do with that information? If I tell you this is 2 millimeters thick, the hell does that mean to you? I mean, do you have something on you where you can look at it and go, okay, that's 2 millimeters or that's an inch? Probably not. I mean, you might be sitting at a workbench. But a lot of you are probably watching this on the fly and telling you that how wide this button is or how thick this button is and it's 2 millimeters. You can't do anything with that info. Even if you look at it, if you pull something out and go, okay, and say that's what he said it was. Just looking at the size of it doesn't do shit for you until you have it in front of you, until you have your hand on the button and you can feel how big it is. Same with the D-pad. I could tell you all day how big these are, give you the specs, how they react, but that's my take on it. And you're not going to be able to do shit with the size until you see it and feel it, because it all works together. So having, say a 2 millimeter button on the analog is not going to feel the same as having one on the Retroid Pocket 5, because it's how all of it works together. So I skip stuff like that because it's a waste of your time. It's a waste of my time. Who cares? You want to see gameplay. You want to see what it can do. Most of the time, you just want to know the max capability of this handheld. Where does it max out realistically? And don't lie to me. That's what you want, because that's what I want. Because I want to know, if I'm spending $200 in this handheld, can I play this game? That's what I want to know. That's what you want to know. So that's how I review this stuff. If you want tech specs, I might blurt some out now and again, but you can easily go online and find that. I don't feel like doing that. So I don't do a lot of unboxings. You don't care. It's a brown box. Inside the brown box is packing material. Under the packing material is a box with the company logo. I open it up and boom, there's the handheld. There you go. I don't do pocket tests, mainly because I don't pocket these. I know all of them have names like Retroid Pocket. Man, they have analog sticks. I am not fucking this up sticking it in my pocket. I have a case for it. I'll put it in the case. Okay? I don't believe almost any of them are pocketable unless you're talking about shit like this. And then I don't have to show you it's pocketable. You can see it's pocketable. Okay, anyway, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked here. I'm going to move off of this. I really do enjoy Lufia, but right now, I've been telling you guys that I'm playing Dark Cloud on the Retroid Pocket 5 for PS2, and I've really been enjoying that one. So I'm going to jump into it. Anyway, if you've never played Dark Cloud, it is PS2. It's as far as I can tell, it's a hidden gem. You don't see people talking about Dark Cloud very often. Now, things that make a game great are not, it's not even necessarily a story. Because a lot of games have the same bullshit story, just regurgitated. There's a bad guy, you're a good guy, bad guy did something bad, you're a good guy, go stop the bad guy. Okay? What you want is, and if you get a good story, that's great. But it's game mechanics that keep people coming back. Okay? That's what engages you. On top of the story, I'm not saying you don't need a story, but on top of the story, it's game mechanics. So, something I love about Dark Cloud is the weapon development system in this. Okay? So you get these weapons, and you find them in a dungeon. You start out with a basic dagger. Now, it can break, and, that's what the orange bar is. It's your weapon HP. If it breaks, it'll just stay broken and do 1 damage, but you still have it. Anything past your default weapon, if you let it break, it's gone. And that is devastating, realistically. because you build these weapons up. You add attachments to it for holy damage, wind damage, speed, attack, endurance, everything. You have, Sky Hunter, Plant Buster, Mage Slayer, Undead Slayer, Mimic Breaker, Metal Breaker, and you put them here, and then you have your stats. Now, what's neat about this system is build up. I can transform this weapon into another weapon, but see, the attack's too low, the endurance is low, MP's too low. I need more ice, I need more thunder. Looks like I need undead, beast, and mage, and steel, so I need to upgrade that. Now, once a weapon gets to +5, it doesn't level anymore. You have to break it down and turn it into an attachment. So, and with that attachment, I believe you gain 60% of the stats off the weapon you turned into a sphere or you broke down. So right here, I have a Wise Owl Sword +5, Shamshir +5. So if I grab this, you'll see a major boost. Stop it, camera. So it's picking up the stats off this weapon. So you have till +5 to pretty much build it up and transform it into something else. And everybody has their ultimate weapon. And there's multiple weapons to go through all of it. And you have to figure them out. And you have to get special items through fishing and all this other good stuff in order to create your ultimate weapon. It's absolutely keeps you engaged and keeps you coming back. I love the way the weapons are in this. She uses slingshots. He uses hammers. The next one uses a ring. She's a genie. You get a guy with a staff. And then you get a guy that actually uses guns at the very end. So what's neat about this game is in the overworld, pretty much a dark genie came, wiped everybody off the map. Everything and everybody's sealed in these little spheres inside of dungeons. Your main character has a little gem on his hand. He goes, he collects this little spheres, and then you go in here and you start rebuilding every different area. I'm in the 3rd area now, so you start rebuilding it. So you find stuff like this house. I'd click it, put it down, and then as you're going through, you'll find their bed, you'll find push carts, lamps, all the people that live in the houses. You'll set them down, then you'll go talk to them and say, hey, what do you need for your house? And they'll tell you whatever you haven't discovered. So like that question mark right there, if I go talk to somebody, they'll tell me, hey, that's this item. And then once you do it, you get a little event at that house, a little story plays. They normally give you an item. Sometimes it's a quest item, sometimes it's something really stupid and not worth it. So you rebuild the map. It makes it kind of fun because you're placing everything how you want to place, which I'm really bad at that. So now once you're in the dungeon, this is the new area I'm in, Shipwreck. And I'm going to, after I show you this, I'm going to play through it and we're going to get on to the bio portion of this, of who I am. So here you go. So in the dungeon you'll see, and these down here you'll see these are unopened. So I have that many sitting on this floor to collect. You need the main character to collect it. This shows that I've opened every one on these floors. I can go back for weapon leveling. I can go back to pick up items, open chests, try and get new weapons. Floors like this with nothing on it, they're either some kind of event is happening here, or it's a special stage where I could only use the cat girl with the slingshot or the big guy with the hammer. Those stages can be difficult, and later on in the game, they're going to make you use somebody that you haven't leveled up or worked on, and it's going to suck. So you want to work on everybody. Now, your character doesn't level up. You don't level up. Your attack's solely based off your weapon and how you've been leveling the weapon up. Oh, in every area you play, you have to find an item like that hook. I'll be running around this floor trying to find an enemy who will drop that hook so I can move on to the next floor. Anyway, like I said, you don't level up. You get thirsty, so you need water. There's your weapon HP and there's your HP. Every time I swing my sword, I'm going to start, well, not if I hit nothing, but every time I hit something, my weapon will deteriorate. It happens fast as hell. So you want to keep repair powder on you to repair your sword, food for healing, antidote for poison, and water to keep you from being thirsty. You get thirsty, you lose health. Poison, lose health, you get it. You are limited on item space. I can tell you right now, right off the bat, you start with a dagger and not shit else, like maybe one repair powder. And it is a struggle in the first area to find a weapon or finally find the guy who runs the store in the dungeon. And it's random, so you may not find him for a few floors. You may find him right off the bat. But it becomes a real struggle because you're not getting repair powder. Your dagger's broken. You're doing 1 damage. Every floor takes forever. It sucks, but finally you get a store open or you find a good weapon and you can balance it and you can get through the game. So it's a struggle, but it's a good one. It makes the game interesting. So, and then as you're on the floors, you can just swap to your other characters, unless it's a floor where you can only use that character. Oh, see, here's the exit. I need to find the hook from an enemy. Now here's the little sphere things. She can't touch it. I have to go to the main character. Now you also encounter little obstacles that you have to switch characters for. So, like, there is an obstacle where it's a gap with a little post in the middle that you have to jump. This is what she's for. She can jump that gap. Stop blocking. She has a slingshot, so every time she fires, she loses 1 weapon HP. Oh, he's frozen. Uh-oh, he's gonna explode. Nope. I also have a bandit slingshot on her, so she can steal items when she hits people. Oh, open a chest. Level up powder. So now I can level up a weapon, because weapon EXP is that little blue bar under the orange. When that gets to the max, you can level up a weapon. Power up powder makes that weapon ready now. Oh shit, I didn't see the enemy coming. By the way, dying really sucks. Even if you have a stand-in powder, which you need. If you don't have a stand-in powder, damn it, weapon breaking. If you have a stand-in powder, when the character you're on dies, there it is, you can swap to a different character, but you're going to lose half your money. Then you can use revival powder to revive that character. You have an escape powder. If you need to jet out of a dungeon before finishing the floor, you need that. If you don't have it, you're screwed. You need all this stuff, I'm telling you. It makes it a pain in the ass. They got the game a balance. There's such a balance to this game between having max amount of money, not having any money, the items you need, the item space you have, and how to develop characters. Also, in order to level up your character, not level up your character, sorry, in order to enhance your character stats, you will find items. You'll find gourds that increase their thirst meter. You'll find, I think it's called Eden fruit, to increase their HP. Each one gives them 10, and it's for you to pick who gets this stuff. I like to spread the love because I've played this in my past, and she was still baseline, like 3 little water droplets, like 80 HP end game, and I came across an end game dungeon floor where I had to use her, and it almost screwed me over. So now I level up everybody. But then each character also has a special item you find that only goes to them that increases their defense. He gets like a fluffy donut, I think it's called. She gets a fish. He gets a grass cake. Anyway. Where was I? Oh yeah, I was fixing her weapon. So repair powder, weapon. Now this is your active item hotbar. I keep an auto repair powder in case I'm in the middle of combat and don't see my weapons about to break. As long as I have that highlighted, it'll automatically use it. You get poisoned a lot, so I like to keep one of these up here so I can just hit it and use it. And this is to let me run faster, but it will break. So I like to keep one there for running all the way back to the other side of a dungeon because I fucking forgot something. And I keep one in my inventory. They don't break super fast, so it's nice to have. Alright, so now I'm just kind of going to play and talk to you guys about who I am, and I'll probably briefly be like, oh, look at this in the game. So, I know we're 30 minutes into this, guys, and, you know, I've done lives and all that, but, yeah, I'm a nobody, so nobody shows up when I'm doing a live stream. You know, maybe when my crowd gets bigger, I'll do more of a live stream. I do have a Twitch, so. Great, ice block. I know if there's like a fish you can find and it'll go rotten if you don't put it on the ice block, and then the ice block will melt. Anyway, whatever. So I want to get into why this stuff is important to me? Why am I passionate about these handhelds? And why am I passionate about retro gaming? It's hesitating to tell you the story here. And it's not because I'm worried about who's going to see this. I'm very open about who I am and what I've been through. Oh, fucking mimic. So, how do I put this? I've worked a lot of hard jobs. Okay. Physically demanding jobs. I haven't always worked technology. I've worked as a laborer, just general. Spent a lot of years as a tower climber. So, big cell phone towers and all that. I used to climb those. And that's very taxing, guys. I've been in a few car accidents. I've suffered a lot of injuries. And you've heard me mention my nerve damage multiple times in my hands. It's also in my back, my legs. Like, my entire nervous system is shot. My back is a complete mess. I can do something as simple as pick something off the ground and pull it wrong, and I'm done for about a week. I can't move. When I sustain these injuries, I've fallen 3 floors off of a building working construction. Skytrack operator ended up pulling the scaffolding out from under me. I fell 3 floors onto a stack of walkboards, damaging my back. Luckily, I didn't die, but anyway, so I never been the type to seek anything to dull the pain or help me with that. My blood brother, is an addict. He likes a certain Breaking Bad style product. So that scared me my whole life. Like, he's been like that as long as I can remember, and I never wanted to be that, you know. And I never understood addiction. I was always thinking, like, just stop. Like, why is it a big deal? Like, it's not that bad. Well, my problems got, and I'm not playing this game very well because I'm talking. My problems got so bad that I've finally seen a pain management doctor. Now, my pain management doctor, they didn't do much. They weren't very thorough. They were like, here, give the guy pain meds, send him on his way. So that's what they did. They gave me pain medication and sent me about my business. So I was taking, some 10 milligram opiates. For a long time, I couldn't take them. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I didn't want to be on that. But there was days the pain got so bad, I finally gave in. And I started out like anybody else, staying right whatever the doctor said, so 1 every 4 hours, right? And that's what I was doing. But like most things, your body gets used to that. And that happened. And it started working less and less. So one morning, what did I do? I finally, took 1 plus a half. Realized it all of a sudden was working great again. Well, that's a slippery slope, and your first step sends you right down. Quickly, 1.5 didn't work. So, moved up to 2. 2.5. 3. 3.5. 4. 4.5. 5. 5.5. 6 at a time. That's where I hit the point in my life, and it had been years of taking 6 of these at a time, so 60 milligrams to even dull the pain. Oh, chest. Anyway, and it became a lot. Like, I wasn't even being prescribed that much. I had to go find it on my own, and I was spending every waking hour thinking about them. First thing I did when I wake up is think about my medication. All day long, I was counting them. If I was short, I was freaking out because I needed some, And I spent a lot of time away from my wife and kids hunting this stuff down. The amount of time it takes, it's just insane. I'm lucky I didn't get something fake and end up dead. My family didn't deserve who I became at that point. It was rough because that's all I wanted. That's it. And you see videos where people are like, it felt like there was a whole nother me that took over. Anybody that's never experienced addiction like that will see things like that or hear people talk like that and say that's such bullshit. It's just you. And I thought that for the longest time, looking at my brother and the things he was doing. But no, it felt like the real me was trapped inside. And every time I opened that bottle to get more medication, the real me was inside screaming, no, stop, please don't do that. Stop, please. And it felt like I was trapped. I mean, imagine if you watch like Marvel movies and whatnot, Venom, you know, it feels like that. It feels like you're stuck inside a monster that does whatever the hell he wants and you can't control it. And I was like that for years. And I was only, you know, I was super happy and playful and fun to be around when I was on my medication. But when I wasn't, I was sick as a dog. You know, hot 1 minute, cold 1 minute, like on and off, hot, cold. RLS, so restless leg syndrome, kicks in. I couldn't stop moving my legs. You know, you're doing anything. You got to find more to stop this because it is almost unbearable. And then you find some and you stop it. But that only is going to last 4 or 5 hours until you need to find some more. It's living your whole life on a clock. And it sucks so bad. So finally I decided I needed to get through this. And I'm going to save scum this part, guys. Watch this shit. I got to guess the trap to get the item. If I get it wrong, it explodes. Anyway, so I finally decided enough was enough. I needed to get through this. I needed to quit. So I found a doctor that specialized in medication to help get you off of this stuff. Now, you had to be clean off the stuff for quite a while before, like a couple weeks before they can give you the medication, because it could have a bad interaction, shut your respiratory system down, and end your life. So I had a room in my garage that I set up as kind of an office. It's not where I shoot videos at home at all. It's in my garage. And I used to hide out there. Well, so I decided, you know, I had to get clean. I had to get off this stuff. I quit going to pain management. I told my doctor to eat shit. You know, I'm moving on. So I started going through withdrawal to get off the medication so I can get on this new stuff and finally be free of this. I laid in that office for a long time, just sick. I mean, sick to my stomach. I couldn't eat. Legs wouldn't stop moving. And I'm telling you, it took 30 seconds to change temperature. Hot, cold, hot, cold. You really need to sleep, but you can't. Nothing distracts you. You're sweating. Your mind's racing, and you're fighting the part of you that's saying, make a phone call, go get more, stop this right now. You can stop being sick. You can be fine in an hour if you go. You're fighting that the whole time. So I'm in the middle of going through withdrawal, you know, trying to better everything. And when you're at this point in your life, nothing's interesting. Like you can't do anything. You don't care about shit else besides getting more. And Dub, our sponsor, my brother Sean, he's always been into handheld gaming. I could never understand it. I never saw the appeal of handhelds at all. I always used to talk shit to him. Sorry, man. I get it now. He had showed me some stuff, his RG350, and let me use it. So at some point I had got an RG350. Now I'm laying in this office, sick, like trying to get through, and I don't know what to do to get my mind off this. I got to get through this, or I'm gonna die on this medication, and you know, and my family's worth more to me than that. So I'm struggling, and I look up on my shelf, and there's my RG350M from Ambernick. I've hardly touched it, you know what I mean? But it's sitting there on the shelf. I have no idea how long it's been there. So I grab it. Hopefully it can take my mind off things. I turned it on. I hadn't turned it on in like 6 months. Still had power. I look through it and I find that I had installed Metal Gear for PlayStation. I sat there and started playing Metal Gear. It took my mind off everything and it got me through it. When I did get clean finally and I started taking the other medication to stay off of that stuff, and here's these little traps I was telling you about, how you got to swap the people. Anyway. Sorry. When I was on this stuff, what you don't realize is after, when you're getting clean, your brain chemistry has changed. There's only one thing that makes you happy. There's only one thing that gives you what you need in life, and you're not taking it anymore. So for 6 months, everything felt dull. It felt gray. Nothing was interesting. Nothing had color. Nothing brought me joy in this life. I was like a damn zombie trying to get through, and I had no idea how to get past this. My family did not deserve this part of me either. You know, go home seeing my kids. They're happy as hell to see me, and I'm just like, meh, hey. And it was nothing against them. I love my kids. I love my wife. They bring me absolute joy, but it was a chemical imbalance at the time from not taking those medications that put me in that state. So at that time, a lot of people suggested therapy. I'm not the type to do that, so I did make a TikTok account, and I made TikTok videos that weren't for anybody but me. I was just venting. I was talking about what I was going through. Nobody really watched them, and I didn't care. I just needed to talk. So that's how I was talking. Towards the end of it, I was still struggling to grab onto something. Now, I had removed something from my life that took up time that, that I thought about. So I needed something else to occupy that space in my mind. And as you probably guessed, I went back to the RG350M. Stumbled across Retro Game Core's video on how to update the operating system from the basic bullshit one to Atom OS, I believe it was, or Atom Image. So I learned how to put Atom Image on it. And then I learned everything I could start doing with these handhelds. And that took up the space. And to this day, it's still taking up that space. October 23rd of last year, I was 3 years clean. Now I've been messing with the handhelds for a while. Mind you, this whole addiction and getting clean process was a lot of years. So, but October 23rd last year, 3 years clean. Anyway, hold on. Shit. Okay, back to it. Yeah. So this is why these handhelds mean a lot. They saved my life. They helped get me clean. I mean, without them, shit, man, I don't know if I would have made it through that withdrawal period. And I don't edit my videos. I don't cut shit out. I keep it real. So everything that just happened staying in the damn video, and I react how you want to that. Try me, motherfucker. I ain't soft, trust me. I've been through enough of my life. Anyway, so I just wanted to share that side of it with you guys as a thank you for being subscribed to me for my 100 plus. As this video ages, no one's going to watch it, so you'll be the only people out there that know this about me, that know why I'm passionate about this and why it means something to me and why I want to share it with you. So, try Dark Cloud also on PlayStation 2. You guys should really check that out. It's worth it. Try it. I promise once you get past the beginning struggle, you'll love it. Really quickly, I want to show you guys my first handheld. That was the first handheld I ever picked up. The BitBoy Pocket Go. It could hardly... I tried to run Breath of Fire 3 on it. It ran like shit. I loaned it to a family member who got it stolen. It didn't do a whole lot. I didn't do a whole bunch with it. I've barely played on it. it was cheap when I got it, and I just wanted to try what my brother, my sponsor, what he was into. And at the time, I still didn't get it. I was like, oh, what the hell, and got rid of that. So that didn't mean a whole bunch to me. So it sucks now because I'd like it back in my collection, but it's long gone. This is the RG350M. Yes, I don't have my 350M anymore. I gave it to a guy that was, well, going through what I'm going through, or what I went through. And he didn't know how to get started, didn't know what to do, and was trying to find something to occupy that space in his life. I felt obligated to let him have that because it did it for me, and it's been a while since I sold it to him, and it did it for him. And I told him the same thing. Pass it on to the next person. If you see someone going through it and they need help and they need something to occupy that time and that mental space, give them that and teach them. So it meant a whole bunch to me, and I will be forever grateful to this device and to Amber Nick for the creation of said device. Anyway, guys, we've been at this for about 45 minutes. You've been watching me horrifically play Dark Cloud because I was doing more talking than playing. Yeah, only got a little bit of time before my shop opens up, and I got to get to work, and uploading this video is going to take probably longer than I want it to. So once again, thank you, everybody. I know we didn't jump into the Panic Playdate. I'll have to go over that in another video. I'm running short on time. But I really just want to say thank you, guys. To all of you. For, like I said, spending your time watching my bullshit. So I felt like you needed to know who I was and what I'm about, so you get an idea of where my channel's going. Because I'm going to be here. I'm going to try and grow this. I'm going to try and make it a thing. You know what I mean? You guys let me know, what do you think I should do? What's my next goal? What's my next subscriber goal? How about that? And what do I do when I get there? I was so lost on what to do when I hit 100. We're 13, 14 past 100, and I'm just now doing this. Because I'm not good at this stuff. I just keep it as real as possible with everybody. You know, this is who I am. This is what I'm about. And if you don't like it, then there's plenty of other people out there. So let me know, what's my next subscriber goal? What should it be? And what should I do if we get there? You know, we're probably near our max at this point for who I am and how far I'm going to go with my personality. But for the ones that are here, thank you. This video is for you. If you've stayed to this point, then you're just the truest Legionnaire ever. Yeah. You absolutely are. I mean, hell, this is almost an hour long now. So, but thank all of you. Thank you so much for being here, for watching this stuff. And I know I've repeated this now a few times, and it's because I don't script my shit. I just go off the top of my head. But I really do appreciate you. You know, a lot of people out there, 100 isn't anything to them, but that's big to me. I never thought I would break 100. I never thought I'd break 10. I remember showing my wife when I got to 9. And now being at over 100, it's actually mind-blowing to a guy like me that at least 100 people out there are watching, are interested in what I have to say. That you're all just psychos, deranged, mentally unstable. And hell, this is where we belong, everybody. You know, I am right there with you. Clearly, I am just unstable as hell. But this is where we are. We're a whole legion of deranged individuals that found common ground. So let's get each other's backs. Let's be there for one another. You know, support each other. Let's make this the Legion. Let's make it a retro community we're proud to be a part of. This isn't for me. This is for everybody. You know what I mean? This channel is for all of you. That's why if you want to see something, I try to do it. You know, if I can. So, thank you guys for being part of the Legion. I'm going to get my ass to work. I got things I got to do before the shop opens up. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm going to decide what to do for the next video. Hopefully the MiU Flip gets in really soon. I shipped out the DMG yesterday to Ioneo. So we'll see that when it comes back. I'll let you guys check out what they did, or what, you know, I'll give you guys, well, I'll catch you up on that too. So, all right. Let me know what you think about the video. If you have any comments, I mean, feel free. I'm not soft, so let me know, you know, what do you think? All right, guys. I really am. All right. Catch you in the next one.